Broadcasting live from the only establishment in town that can't kick him out. His own basement. The world according to Rocket.
Is I, Rocket Man. And this is the world according to Rocket. How's your mama Nim? This episode is brought to you by LuxuryTravelNashville.com. Check out their website under the same name. Just call Deb for all your luxury travel needs. And listen, if you're in the mood for subscribing to this channel, well, we're presently over 1,200 subscribers in just 30 days. I am told this is terrific growth for a channel. But I have a goal. I want to hit 2,000 by Christmas. Is that asking too much? Well, we get a lot of views on this channel, and most of the views are not subscribers. So I guess they're just kind of sticking their toe in, seeing if they like my face. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Anyway, I got a goal of 2,000 subscribers by Christmas. If you want to help me out, I really would appreciate it. I mean, even if you just like this channel just a smidgen, please like and subscribe today. And I thank you in advance. As usual, I got to tell you, you guys are brilliant. You're smart. You're all brainiacs. You say some really, really cool things. And that's how I like to open the show. Let's look at the comments. Barry Gaylord writes, for the record, still think Amaleva. Maybe you can get him on the phone and clear it up for good. That's a great idea. And I am working on that. I haven't made my first contact. We'll see if that can happen. But it's not what you said there, my friend. It is, all right, you ready? Ia Malieva. Ia Malieva. Okay? So, or that's my understanding anyway, but I thank you, Barry. Robert Duncan, can't wait to have him here on Tennessee, at Tennessee. Go Vols. Now, what you're seeing on camera here is this is behind the scenes for me, for my channel, because I can see all the comments from all the posts. So if I was just on one post, I wouldn't be able to get everything, but I want to get everything in because I appreciate them so much. I am poster 7. Good to see Georgia get another championship. Okay, for you maybe. And he did that twice. I'll like him twice. Rita Linder. TCU and Ohio State are going to get blasted. Michigan and Georgia for the CFP. Georgia will win its second national championship. I think you meant consecutive there, right? Thank you, Rita, for the comment. Ray Johnson, when you lose by more than 20 twice, don't belong in top 20, RTR. So that is on the transfer post, the last one that we had. I'm not sure what that's referring to. I would imagine it's meaning that we lost to Georgia and in South Carolina. We did not lose to Georgia by 20 points. It was 14. Get your facts right. If that's in fact the case, and as we know, the South Carolina game was an aberration. And as far as roll tide, there. That's all I have to say about that. Michael Kobeck. But I thank you for your comment. Michael Kobeck, go Vols. Yes, sir. I'm with you there. Brian L. Every damn year, all the announcers and Ohio State fanboys find any way to squeeze themselves into the playoffs. Same with Alabama. They lost 2 games, and Ohio had an easy schedule. True. It is very unhealthy for the sport, for the same teams to be in the playoffs year after year for recruiting purposes. They do not deserve a spot, neither O State or Alabama. Okay. I'm not going to argue with that. For sure, Alabama doesn't, because they didn't win it on the field this year. America writes, you have a knack for this. You have a new subscriber. Very well done, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. I couldn't amount to anything, so I did this. Green Wave says TCU lost and stayed at 3. Yeah, that kind of bums me out a little bit too, Green Wave. I'm on your side there. USC lost and dropped 6. OSU money, getting it done. You got that right, Green Wave. Green Wave also says Big Orange to the Orange Bowl. Yes. Reminder, just getting around to commenting on this. This is on the Golish post about Coach Golish going to the head coaching job at South Florida. Just getting around to commenting on this. Good for him. I wish him the best. Of course, the system is Heupel's, so I don't expect to see significant changes with his replacement. I think there's going to be lots of interest and expect a good candidate to come from on board. Absolutely, Remander. I think what's going to happen, this makes the most sense, is the quarterback coach, Joey, I never can say his name, Hasley? I can't say his name. He's the quarterback coach, and he's been with Heupel for 13 years. All right? That's where the offensive coordinator is going to come from. He's going to be, I'm predicting it right now, he's going to be the new offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, right? Heupel's going to call the plays. He does most of the play calling himself anyway. So that's what's going to happen. And then they'll end up searching for a tight ends coach. That is my feeling. What do you think about that? Am I totally full of it, or have I got a clue? Let me know. Ohio State wide receivers coach. Tony, I don't know what you mean by that. Let me know. Clarify that, please. Remander again called it. Sorry, Bama. No CFP for you. Tennessee versus Clemson in the Orange Bowl seems appropriate. I'll also point out that Clemson is ranked higher than Kansas State. I'll take it. Go Big Orange. Good. Sorry, Vols. No CFP for you either, but good luck to you in the Beamer Bowl. You know, I'm so sick of these twat heads at South Carolina talking trash. You won 2 games. You won 2 games that you weren't supposed to win. Yay. We're all proud of you. And now you can go back to the children's table back in the other room for Christmas, okay? And just sit there and eat. And when you do that for a season or 2, then you can talk trash. Until that time, let me just respond to you the way I did that Alabama guy. All right? There you go. Did I really say twat-head? I think I did, didn't I? Should I bleep that? See, I don't know what I can say here. Keep it in. And there's a whole what do you call this thread here that Remander and Tider 77 go at it there. Worth looking at. And the last one I'm going to hit at today is Scott Jackson. Thank you, sir. Alabama should have gotten in, but of course they would have presented the only legitimate threat to Georgia and would also have created a geographic imbalance. Oh, my God. That's interesting. Evidently, we can't experience the best. Well, I will have to agree with you there. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Georgia and Alabama would be a good game. Just like Georgia and Tennessee would be a good game. It'd be a different game. We'll see what happens. I lied. One more. George, TCU has a resume as huge. Tennessee has a resume. And as a huge Tennessee fan, I can't believe people say they don't. Well, George, with respect, they don't. They don't have the same resume. They don't have the same resume as Tennessee. In fact, I'm going to show you all of that on tomorrow's show. Tennessee, of all the playoff teams, in fact, of all the top 10 teams, and I'm pretty sure of all the top 25 teams, has the toughest schedule by far. And for people who say, oh, strength of schedule don't matter, let me just give you the Alabama comment right here. Strength of schedule does matter. The reason you say it doesn't matter is because you can't read a frickin' racing form. Don't make me call you a twat-head again. Strength of schedule matters. Tennessee is 8. What, you're saying I can't say that? That I should bleep it? Can you bleep it while I'm finishing the show? Okay. I don't think you should bleep it. It's me. It's what I think. It's what I thought of the person. Anyway, college football's new transfer portal officially opened today. And, of course, last year, Caleb Williams went to USC. Bo Nix went to Oregon. Spencer Rattlesnake went to South Carolina. And they're all made some noise. Prominent transfers made an impact at their new schools. Of course, they're not mentioning in this particular ESPN article, but why would they? They're twat heads too, apparently. That the biggest transfer of all was 2 years ago when Hendon Hooker came and took over from Virginia Tech. And by the way, I'm understanding that today I think tonight on ESPN, they announced the Heisman Trophy candidates that will be at the ceremony in New York. So I hope that Hendon gets a chance to go. Let's look at who has jumped in the transfer portal. It happened today, right? It just opened. Former Cal linebacker goes from Cal to UCLA. Ohio State quarterback adds his name to the portal. I'm sorry, Oklahoma State. My bad. Oregon linebacker. That looks interesting. Let's have a look at that. Oregon linebacker in his portal, Justin Flo, was the number 10 overall recruit in 2020, appeared in 10 games this season. He had 35 tackles and 14 solo tackles for the Ducks. And while we're on the Ducks, really, I mean, with all the popular name changing going on in sports, really, Ducks. I played for the Ducks. Really? You must be so proud to say that. That's just a stupid name. You need to change that. As of right now, this is from Tom Van Horen, who is a blue check. I've decided that I'm going to go get me a blue check. I'm just going to pay $20 a month so I can feel important and have a blue check on Twitter. As of right now, Tom Van Horen says 508 total football players have entered the portal this very day. That's a lot. That's a lot. And DJ Oogly Moogly is out. He's done. He's gone to Clemson. He's gone from Clemson, and we don't know where he's going, but it ain't going to be to the Orange Bowl. We do know that much. So he is gone, and the freshman is going to be taken over at quarterback for Clemson. We'll talk about that game tomorrow in depth. The second Texas A&M quarterback enters the portal. We don't need quarterbacks. We have those. Another quarterback moving from BC to Pitt. Now, here's something of interest. Michigan tight end Eric All, who missed most of the season with an injury, was second on the Wolverines' receiving yards list with 437 yards in 2021, and he had 2 touchdowns. So he was out this year. He has put himself in the portal. I am sure he and Joe Milton know each other, probably have played together, and perhaps even one of those 2 touchdowns was from Joe Milton. We could use tight ends. Just saying. Now, here's another interesting thing. Arizona receiver Dorian Singer, who led the Pac-12 with 1,105 receiving yards on 66 catches. He's in the portal. 6'1", sophomore, scored 6 touchdowns, averaged 16.7 yards per reception. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm interested in that guy if he's fast, right? So we need to keep our eye on that. Kent State receiver looks to catch on somewhere else. Dante Cephas was second on the Golden Flashes, 744 receiving yards. I don't know whether they're interested in that, but here we go. North Carolina defensive backs. Cameron Kelly, 49 tackles. He didn't have any tackles, but he had 49 tackles. 1 interception, 1 pass breakup for the Tar Heels. I don't know how to evaluate that little information. Here's something of interest. USC's starting corner puts his name in the pot. Devontae Brown, 6'2" corner. That's kind of big for a corner. I like that. Started every game the past 2 seasons for UCF. The junior had 30 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 4 pass breakups in 2022, and has 2 years of eligibility remaining. I wonder if Coach Heup will go after him, because this guy played for Coach Heup. All right, so he will know him very well. If he brings him in, we know we got a good one. We know we got a keeper. Seminoles linebacker enters as a grad transfer. Amari Gaynor entered the season as Florida State's active leader with 193 tackles, but was limited this season, 17 tackles and 1 sack. Wonder why? Was he hurt? Whatever. That's something to look at. Linebacker we're going to need. South Carolina tight end looks to move. Now, we need tight ends. Come on. It's true. He had 20 catches for the Gamecocks this season, entered the portal as a grad transfer. He came to South Carolina after transferring from Oklahoma. So that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? If that guy comes to Tennessee, I wonder what the chances of that happening. UCF's number 2 receiver enters the portal. Ryan O'Keefe was second on the Knights in receiving yards this season, with 725 yards and 5 touchdown catches. There's a lot of stuff down there at Central Florida that's going on. And Heupel knows those people well. He brought them to Central Florida. The thing is, will he now bring them to Tennessee? We shall see. Let's see. Quarterback Austin Reed from Western Kentucky. We're not in the market for quarterback. Cincinnati kicker enters portal. That's interesting because 19 to 23. No, we don't want that guy. 3-year starter at O-line at Arizona State enters. He has 1 year of eligibility left. He made 29 starts for the Sun Devils. Huge UTEP offensive lineman is in the portal. Multi-year starter Jeremiah Byers, 6'4", 331, should draw a lot of interest. Everybody that's interested in that fellow, raise your hand. Come on. Raise your hand. Okay. The Vanderbilt quarterback, that Mike Smith kid, he is now this is the runner, and the other dude was the passer, the passer quarterback, and this guy was the running quarterback. The leading rusher for Vanderbilt, Ray Davies, has also entered the portal. He was 4th in the SEC. 4th in the SEC. That's interesting. With 1,042 yards transferred from Vandy to Temple. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. He's gone. I didn't read that quickly enough. Virginia Tech's top receiver jumps in the portal. Caleb Smith, 37 catches, 674 yards, 3 touchdowns. I don't know. Pitt quarterback is going in. 3-year starting guard at Purdue. 6'5", 310. Has 2 years of eligibility left. One of UCF's top tacklers is in the portal. Linebacker Jeremiah Jean-Baptiste. All right, he was second on the Knights with 54 total. I promise you this guy is coming to Tennessee. I promise you. I promise you. Did you get that edited out yet? No? Okay. A North Carolina linebacker gets in. Oh, boy, I can't. Renaria. I don't know. Renaria Dilworth. I swear, my darling. I haven't seen Renaria in so long. I don't know. That's an unusual name. Like it, unusual. I ranked 87th in the 2021 recruiting class, appeared in 7 games, recorded 14 tackles. Virginia cornerback. We're all about them. Fentrell Cypress II. Started 14 games, 46 tackles over the past 2 seasons. Wake Forest running back is in the portal. Kent State offensive tackle in the portal. Jeez. Savion Washington, 6'8". Started 11 games for the Golden Flashes. He allowed just 4 pressures and 774 snaps at right tackle. That might be something. North Carolina State, Devin Leary, quarterback. We don't need a quarterback. Ball State, running back. We don't need a running back. 5 Miami players popped into the portal. Running back, wide receiver, Keyshawn Washington, defensive lineman, Elijah Roberts, and Alan Hay Jr. Wisconsin's 3-year lineman. Now, here's what I wanted to get to. Alabama starting offensive line, Javion Cohen. Started 25 games over the past 2 years at left guard, surrendering just 1 sack on 922 pass blocking snaps. We need that guy on our football team. I mean, if he's not crazy, right? We need him. Who else? Oh, isn't this interesting? Cornerback Fred Davis, Clemson. He's in the portal. UFC quarterback to enter the portal. Mikey Keene threw for 2,300 yards, 23 touchdown passes, 7 interceptions. Ain't bad. He went 7-3 as a starter last year in place of Dylan Gabriel, but he played behind John Reese Plumlee for most of the season this year. There was one more that I wanted to. I'm looking for Treshawn Holden. That was kind of my ace in the hole here. Can't seem to find him. I wonder if he's gone somewhere already. Treshawn Holden is one of Alabama's leading receivers. He's in the portal. Or he was this morning. Maybe he's gone. I don't think they've changed that this quickly, though. Yikes. All right, where did Treshawn go? And then the big news is Cade McNamara, the backup quarterback at Michigan, has confirmed he is going to Iowa. So it's pretty interesting so far. All right. Okay, that's all I got for you. The USC defensive players, the UCF defensive players, I got to think a couple of those guys are going to be wearing orange next year. What do you think? And, of course, this is just the first day. I'm sure it's maddening because it's stupid crazy, but we'll see what happens. Thank you, one and all, for supporting the channel. I'll be back tomorrow with any updates pertinent and relevant to the Orange Bowl and or to transfer information. Remember, keep the faith, and you can't be a beacon if your light don't shine. See you tomorrow. Go Big Orange. This episode of The World According to Rocket is brought to you by Dockery Destinations, and you can find them at LuxuryTravelNashville.com. They have a super cyber sale, 50% off all cruises. That sale has been extended until Monday, December 5th. All you have to do for details, just call Deb at 615-863-1263. Dockery Destination.